Prime field.
Auriemma Patterson's only path to real minutes at UConn is brutal and simple. She has to stop thinking like a scorer and fully reinvent herself as an energy specialist, UConn's Dennis Rodman. If she doesn't dominate the glass, guard multiple positions, and create chaos on defense, she gets squeezed out of this rotation. Look at the numbers, 7 games, 39 total minutes. On the surface, 0.9 rebounds per game looks like nothing, but that's the wrong lens. Her real story is rebounding rate. 6 total boards in 39 minutes is a strong per-minute profile, and the DePaul game is the cleanest snapshot. 13 minutes against DePaul. 0 points. Missed all 3 shots. That part doesn't matter. What matters is 5 rebounds in those 13 minutes. That's 0.38 rebounds per minute. Roughly 15 boards for 40 when you scale it out. She's not hunting shots. She's living in the paint on the attempt. First contact, space, 2-hand rebound. 2 of her 6 rebounds are offensive. A third of her boards generate extra possessions. This isn't new. She was a 12-rebound player in high school. The instinct is still there. On this roster, there is no pathway for Auriemma Patterson, the perimeter scorer. Those touches belong to AZ Fudd, KK Arnold, and Sarah Strong. UConn does not need another maybe scorer. What they do need is someone who wins the hidden possessions. Weak side rebounds, contested 50 balls, defensive rotations that erase mistakes. That's where Patterson fits, if she commits to the identity. Strong is UConn's interior engine. 29 points, 13 rebounds, 5 steals, 3 blocks against Ohio State. She's a matchup nightmare. But Strong is not the perimeter switch defender who can chase wings or survive repeated guard isolations. Patterson can do that. At 6'2", with real lateral pop, she can guard 1 through 4 and hold up on some 5s. Watch her on the weak side. When the ball handler attacks middle, she's already sitting in nail help, recovering out without giving up a drive. Against DePaul, she recorded only 1 steal, but more importantly, she had 0 defensive breakdowns. No blow-bys, no unchallenged catch and shoots. That's the profile UConn needs in March. Aubrey Griffin didn't become valuable by scoring. She became valuable by disrupting. In 2022-23, 11.3 points, 6.6 rebounds, 50 steals. Her value lived in deflections, cuts, and offensive rebounding. That's the model for Patterson. Her role isn't to become a polished scorer. Her role is to tilt possessions, dig down on post entries, crash the offensive glass, create live ball turnovers, bring defensive chaos. That's her lane. On offense, her reads change. Not can I get a touch, but where will the rebound fall? She sprints to the rim in transition, forcing the smallest defender to pick her up. She anchors spacing without touching the ball. On defense, it's responsibility basketball. Take the hardest matchup, live in the help line, switch confidently, finish possessions with contact. The Rodman job is simple. Dominate effort categories. No shortcuts. Tournament games come down to finishing possessions, guarding without overhelping, having one wild card player who flips a few extra possessions your way. Patterson checks every box if she commits to the identity. Her rebounding rate is elite. Her defensive tools solve UConn's switch problem. Her low usage profile fits perfectly around Fudd, Arnold, and Strong. If she chases scoring, she disappears. If she embraces chaos, she becomes irreplaceable. If Auriemma Patterson fully accepts the Dennis Rodman assignment, crash every board, own every loose ball, guard up and down the lineup, she becomes the one player UConn doesn't have, a dedicated chaos agent who stabilizes their defense and protects their interior toughness. That's the only path forward. Not as another scorer, but as the player who guarantees UConn never loses a big game because they got outworked or exposed on a switch.
Prime field.